Your mind is a battlefield, distracted, restless, craving clarity. But ancient Buddhist wisdom holds the key. 6 timeless lessons will sharpen your focus, silence mental chaos, and forge unshakable discipline. If you're tired of distractions stealing your potential, stay with me. Your transformation begins now. Focus is the key to mastery, yet it is the first thing people sacrifice to distractions. The mind is like a flame in the wind, flickering, restless, unfocused, yet Buddhist wisdom teaches how to still the winds and make focus unshakable. Every thought, every action, every habit shapes the mind, and where attention goes, energy flows. Without control over attention, life is scattered. But the disciplined mind cuts through illusion like a blade, forging clarity, purpose, and self-mastery. Karma is not fate, it is intentional action. Like a potter shaping clay, every thought molds reality. People blame circumstances, luck, or others, but the truth is that life reflects the energy invested into it. Attention wasted on distractions, procrastination, and doubt manifests as chaos. The Buddha said, "You are the heir to your actions. Whatever you sow, you reap." A distracted mind sows restlessness. A focused mind sows progress. The choice is always present, to cultivate focus or let external forces dictate reality. Every morning, the mind begins as untouched clay, waiting to be shaped. The first moments of the day determine its structure. Monks rise before dawn, not out of obligation, but because those early hours hold the most power. The modern world bombards the mind with notifications, emails, endless scrolling. Yet, the most focused people understand that the first thoughts of the day are sacred. The mind is fresh, untainted, receptive. Filling it with distractions, instead of intention, is like polluting a clear stream at its source. Buddhism teaches right intention, the clarity of purpose that eliminates suffering. Most people drift through life with vague wishes, saying, "I want success, I want happiness," but never defining them. Vague goals are like unshaped clay. They collapse under the weight of uncertainty. True power comes from defining focus with precision. Instead of saying, "I want to be disciplined," declare, "I am someone who protects my attention." Instead of, "I want to be productive," say, "I am a person who works with deep presence." Identity shapes actions. Those who embody focus naturally gravitate toward it. The bridge between intention and reality is built through action. People wait for motivation, but motivation is unreliable. It is the wind, shifting, fleeting, unpredictable. The disciplined mind does not wait for the wind, it creates its own momentum. The Buddha taught, drop by drop, the water pot fills. Small actions, consistently repeated, forge mastery. A monk does not reach enlightenment in a single meditation, but through daily practice. A warrior does not master the sword overnight, but through thousands of strikes. The same is true for focus. Discipline is not restriction, it is the framework that allows true freedom. The river without banks floods, directionless, destructive. A disciplined mind, like a river guided by strong banks, channels energy with precision. Most people scatter their focus, starting 10 projects and finishing none, chasing novelty instead of depth. But deep focus is found in doing fewer things, better. The greatest masters are not those who do the most, but those who refine their craft to perfection. Bruce Lee said, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." The same applies to the mind. Those who train their attention relentlessly become unstoppable. A wandering mind is like an untamed horse, powerful but uncontrolled. Taming it requires practice. The first step is recognizing distractions. The mind craves novelty, seeking dopamine from endless scrolling, constant entertainment, shallow consumption. But true fulfillment does not come from mindless stimulation. It comes from presence. Zen monks practice ichigyo zenmai, total immersion in one task. When walking, walk. When eating, eat. When working, work. Nothing divided, nothing half-hearted. The undivided mind is a weapon, cutting through distractions effortlessly. Modern life conditions people to believe that busyness is productivity, but activity without presence is wasted energy. Running fast in the wrong direction does not bring progress. The mind needs space, stillness, silence to sharpen itself. The greatest insights arise not from constant action, but from moments of deep reflection. This is why monks retreat into silence, why warriors meditate before battle, why the most powerful individuals carve out time for stillness amidst chaos. The ability to sit with one's own mind undistracted is a superpower in a world addicted to noise. The mind is a forge, and discomfort is the fire that strengthens it. Most people avoid difficulty, seeking comfort over growth. But the Buddha taught that suffering is the greatest teacher. The blade that never touches fire remains weak. The mind that never faces challenge remains fragile. Resistance is not an enemy, it is the weight that builds strength. Every urge to check the phone, every moment of boredom, every impulse to escape discomfort is an opportunity to train discipline. The more one resists distraction, the stronger focus becomes. Success is not built in moments of excitement, but in moments of consistency. The disciplined mind understands that what is easy in the moment often creates difficulty later, while what is difficult now creates ease in the future. Choosing deep work over distractions, presence over mindlessness, structure over chaos, these choices compound over time. The monk does not meditate only when inspired. The warrior does not train only when motivated. Mastery is built through ritual, not impulse. Habits shape identity. The mind follows patterns, and every repeated action reinforces a mental groove. This is why Buddhist monks structure their days with precision. The modern world is built to hijack attention, to steal focus for profit, to turn people into passive consumers rather than conscious creators. But those who reclaim their attention reclaim their power. The ability to direct focus is the ability to shape reality. An archer does not hit the target by accident. They align their stance, steady their breath, and release the arrow with precision. The same is true for the mind. Those who lack direction fire arrows aimlessly, hoping to hit something worthwhile. But the focused individual does not waste energy. They stand firm, align intention with action, and take deliberate steps toward mastery. No great achievement is possible without sustained focus. The scattered mind chases everything and achieves nothing. But the mind that learns to direct itself without wavering becomes a force of nature. The samurai practiced a single strike 10,000 times. Monks stared into waterfalls for years to master concentration. Sages sat in deep meditation for hours, all for one reason: to gain mastery over the mind. The modern world rewards distraction, but those who resist its pull rise above it. The Buddha taught the mind is everything. What you think, you become. If the mind is filled with chaos, life reflects chaos. If the mind is trained to focus, life reflects clarity. Stillness is not weakness, it is power. The tree with deep roots does not break in the storm. The river with strong banks does not lose its way. The mind disciplined in focus does not fall to distractions. Every thought is a brushstroke on the canvas of existence. Every habit is a brick in the foundation of the future. The choice is clear: to let life happen or to shape it with intention. Clarity is found not in seeking more, but in cutting away the unnecessary. The sculptor does not create by adding, but by removing everything that is not the masterpiece. The same applies to focus. Removing distractions is more powerful than chasing productivity. Eliminate the noise and the signal becomes clear. The Buddha was once asked, "How do I find peace?" He answered, "Stop chasing what does not serve you." The same is true for focus. The moment one stops scattering attention on what does not matter, true power emerges. Focus is not something one finds, it is something one builds. It is a practice, a discipline, a commitment. It is the foundation of all greatness. The world will always pull in 1,000 directions, but those who master focus master themselves. The mountain does not move for the wind. The river does not stop for the stone. The disciplined mind does not break for distraction. The way forward is clear.